we've got a little bit of an intro here, but if you just want to jump into the video, I'll leave the timestamps in both the description of the video and in the pinned comment in the comment section. Moving along, today we've got something a little bit different here on the channel. In this video, we're focusing on the Transmissionary achievement in Dead Rising. This achievement sounds pretty straightforward, as its description is just to simply answer all calls for Modus. Sounds pretty easy, but it's also easy to miss this achievement. If you don't have the right amount of survivors in each room, or in the wrong place at the wrong time, or simply just miss the call altogether, you gotta go back to your last save and try again. Thankfully for this run, we've got the help of a handy-dandy guide, but I must state that this is by no means a perfectly optimized Transmissionary run. This video is and was my first actual real attempt at getting the achievement. That means in this video I do save some survivors that aren't 100% necessary for the run. I definitely do have some soft spots for some survivors, and some were just so convenient to save. You'll definitely see that later in the video. Something else to note is that I'm doing this run with my Frank maxed out at level 50 and with the real Mega Man Buster unlocked. I'd highly recommend doing the same, as it just makes the run so much more easier. That aside, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Navander. Navander is the one that compiled and wrote up the guide that I used for this run. The guide was a huge help in making this achievement run possible. The guide we're using isn't just for the Transmissionary achievement though. It covers strategies for defeating psychopaths, PP sticker locations, and even a 5-day and 7-day survivor guide. Just basically anything and everything Dead Rising, this is the go-to guide. This has been my go-to guide for getting back into Dead Rising, and we've field tested and are field testing it for this achievement run, so I can definitely vouch for this guide. I'll be linking Navander's guide for Dead Rising in the description of the video and in the pinned comment in the comments section down below. I'll also be putting a link to Navander's Discord. There you'll have easier access to other guides such as Dead Space 3 and the Condemned series. Navander's always working on something and posts any and all updates on the Discord, so it's a great resource to have. Oh, one last thing, last thing, you might notice some text at the top left of the screen. This entire run was filmed in front of a live audience over on Twitch. You too can join in on the fun by stopping by the stream at twitch.tv/anangrylasagna. Alright, that's officially the last thing. Let's get this run started. Alright, so I jump straight into having pain. Oh wait, yeah, new 72. Oh wait, we can just save over our 72-hour playthrough when we get in. At the start here, it's totally up to you whether you want to play the intro sequence. Just for time-saving purposes, I'll go ahead and fast-forward it. You'll notice that a little bit of fast-forward action throughout the video, but just wanted to give you a heads up. Alright, so we can't actually start anything until we start the first section. After we gain control of Frank again, we're going to go ahead and grab the Mega Man Buster and head out the vent again, where we save our first 2 survivors before our first Otis call. They are Jeff and Natalie, needed for Kindell's Betrayal's call later on. With Jeff and Natalie now saved, we can actually move on to our first Otis call. It's going to be the warehouse intro call. It's going to be the first time we enter the warehouse. Every nanosecond, but I think we'll be fine. We have to... I'm super excited to get Adam the chainsaws. Oh shit, no. The Adam chainsaws again. Alright, that's the warehouse intro. That's the first transmission. And then we'll get one when we enter Entrance Plaza. The wonderful vent. Now, after the warehouse call, we're going to go ahead and continue down the hallway here. Let the cutscene play. And then after the cutscene, we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the food court to go ahead and continue the story and save Brad. Alright, I'm gonna shred Carlito. With Carlito easily defeated now, we're going to go ahead and let the cutscene play. After the cutscene, we're going to go ahead and follow Brad. We're going to follow him through the food court into Alfresco Plaza, and then we're going to follow him into Entrance Plaza. There's going to be a shutter there and another cutscene, so we're just going to go ahead and let that all play out. At this point, I remember that Bill is a secret survivor. He is the first survivor that is not necessarily needed for the achievement. However, I save him because he had a great picture in a previous run. I mean, look at that. Why wouldn't I save him after that great picture? Well, I'll just grab him. Oh shit, it's almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, fuck it, I'll grab Bill. Am I gonna regret it later? Maybe. We regret it almost instantly. We are able to free Bill outside of his cardboard prison, and as we were trying to get him to join us, his dialogue actually interrupts an Otis call. Thankfully, we give Otis some time to go ahead and give us a call back, and it is 2 p.m., so we get the cut from the same cloth scoop call. Okay, whew. Don't cut me off like that, it's rude. Anyways, what I was saying. Oh, there's cut from the same cloth. Okay, nice, nice. Wow, it feels weird to get this call now. I feel like we're really late right now. After going ahead and answering the call and taking a shortcut down to the next cutscene, after the cutscene we go ahead and get the Entrance Plaza intro call. And then there's the Entrance Plaza, so that's the third call. Bill is up here. Alright. Wanting to preserve my sanity and having some time to kill, I decided to go ahead and drop off Bill in the safe house. But on our way over, we activate the food court intro call from Otis. Roger. You're in the food court now. Yeah. I don't know if we ever tried the blenders. With the food court call out of the way, we continue our mission of delivering Bill back to the safe house and waiting for the next call. With Bill now saved, we're going to go ahead and continue the story cutscene, take a save real quick, and then head in the general direction of the next scoop call. At this point, I remember that Kent exists, and I go ahead and check up on him, thinking that he is needed for the achievement. I consult with chat and the guide and realize that he and the survivor that you get later on from him are not needed for the achievement at all, so I do what I do best with Kent. That's good enough for me. Kent, you're fucking getting it. Alright, yeah, we gotta wait for... Next one is Barricade Pair. I'm gonna give Kent the fucking blaster. Oh no, Kent's sad. He's dead. Oh no. Anyways, moving on. With Kent too busy now dealing with naturally induced plasma burns, we head to the general direction of the next call. Oh, whoops. Wrong weapon. Alright, there we go. Wait. Oh, a mother's Lambit. Oh, wait, no, that's Barricade Pair. Yes, I know I said Lambent when it's clearly Lament. I don't know what to tell you, besides maybe I can't read, or maybe I say words differently, but I know it's there, I know what happened. I'm gonna give you a forewarning that I'm pretty sure I say the survivor's name Kendall. I say it wrong. We're just gonna accept it and go with it. Now that we've got the Barricade Pair scoop call, we head over there, get Bert and Aaron to join our party, and go back to the safe room as soon as possible. Bert and Aaron are absolutely needed for the achievement. While we're on our way back to the safe house escorting Bert and Aaron, we get the call for a mother's lament. Alright, is that mother's lament? A woman in the jewelry shop. Yeah, there she is. After getting the call, we continue our mission of delivering Bert and Aaron to the safe room, and we get the cutscene letting us know that queen bees are now a thing. Now, Leia from A Mother's Lament is not needed for the achievement. However, I have a soft spot for her as well and go back for her anyways. This proves difficult because I completely forgot that Sophie and the convicts in the park were a thing. With the help of the Mega Man Buster, we're able to dispatch the convicts and get Sophie to join our party and eventually deliver Leia and Sophie back to the safe room. Again, I have to state that both Leia and Sophie are not needed for the achievement, but I save them anyways because I'm a big softie for them. Instead of spending this time saving Leia and Sophie, you can go ahead and follow the guide to go to the maintenance area. I don't follow that, and instead, after saving Leia and Sophie, I start to kill time by heading over to Cletus the gun shop owner, which is where we get our next call. Wait, no, we have to switch this. Alright, there's the North Plaza scoop. After finding out that Cletus is not in fact impervious to plasma burns, we head over to Wonderland Plaza to get the Wonderland Plaza intro call. The survivor count. If not, some scoops won't show up. This next bit has nothing to do with the achievement run at hand, but I thought I'd include it anyways just because I found it so funny. Oh wait, we gotta get out of here. Let me take this with me though. I gotta recreate something real quick. Oh wait, we can probably do it right now. Oh no, I think it was a one-time only thing. Alright, let me take this other one here. Alright, let me see if I can get this real quick before. I don't know what triggers them to skip, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what triggers that. It was mentioned before that if you use that gum machine, if you throw it down on the ground and the zombies step over it, they start to slip and slide. But I think they have to be at the base of it or something like that. I'm not sure what exactly prompts them to fall over. All I know is that it's the funniest shit ever. At this point, we have a lot of time on our hands, so I use that time to go back to Entrance Plaza and grab a magazine that I missed from earlier in the run. It's totally up to you on what you want to do. You could totally sit in Food Court, Leisure Park, or even the North Plaza waiting for this next call here. Right there is the out of control scoop. Now we have the out of control scoop, however, we're still missing the Japanese tourist scoop. We're only an hour out in-game time from the next scoop call, so we go ahead and go to the food court to wait around before setting foot into Wonderland Plaza. Oh god. Oh shit, it's time already. Now that we have both scoops, we head back into Wonderland Plaza and head over to the out of control scoop. Not only to go ahead and grab Craig, but to unlock the legendary mini chainsaws that we get from Adam's fight. Now with Adam defeated, we go back to the center console, stop the ride, and show us the survivor Greg. Greg is a great survivor, but he's actually not needed for the achievement. However, I go ahead and save him anyways just because he shows us the shortcut. The same goes for Yu and Shinji, the one from Japanese Tourist Scoop. They're actually not needed as well, but I saved them just because of the shortcut. And as a reminder, you actually need to grab a magazine that's in the same store behind the cash register to even talk to Yu and Shinji. I forgot about it. Please don't make the same mistake I did. Kill the damn intruder. Alright, I'm gonna need that. Oh my god, why are they jumping up and down? While we're busy trying to round up all the survivors, we actually get the next call, Shadow of the North Plaza. Plaza should be taking place soon. There it is. The cops respawn. That was fast. Alright, so that's Shadow of the North Plaza. Now, David from the Shadow of the North Plaza scoop isn't necessary for the achievement, but we've got a lot of time before our next call, so I decide to deliver Shinji, you, and Greg back to the safe room before heading off and saving David all by himself. Now that we're all caught up with saving all the survivors that we can at this time, we go down to the maintenance tunnel so we can go ahead and activate the maintenance tunnel intro call and collect the maintenance key while we're down there. Yeah, I wanted to get the spare key now rather than later. After getting the maintenance tunnel intro call and getting the maintenance key, we still have a ton of time to kill before our next call at 6 a.m. where Otis calls to tell us that Jessie is worried about us. So we decide to mess around for a really long time before settling on chilling in Paradise Plaza until the call happens. I make the mistake of getting lost in vibing and reading up with chat, and I almost missed this call. Please, please do not make the same mistake. It's also funny to see you guys try to communicate via emotes. There's so much to interpret here. Like the crunchy gun, what could it mean? What the hell is pointing a gun at me with those little ooh eyes? What emotion is that trying to convey? Same thing with the thick egg roll. I really don't know what's that. But pupper clown, that makes sense. I feel like I can really understand the emotion from that. Oh my god, shit! Oh my god, holy fuck, I almost fucking missed it. So now we head back to the safe room to activate more story. We let those cutscenes play, and as we're heading over to save Dr. Barnaby, we actually get a call from Otis in the warehouse telling us now that the shutter dividing Entrance Plaza and Paradise Plaza is now open. That's my bad. Alright, that's the entrance shutter gate. That is 13. So we'll go ahead and rescue the professor. We continue the story request, shred Carlito, and save Dr. Barnaby and bring him back to the safe room along with injured Brad. We waste no time and head over to the next story mission, which is located in Sean's food and stuff. Before fighting our next boss, we get our next call by entering Sean's food and stuff for the first time. We gotta go see what customer service king is doing over here. Alright, there's the supermarket intro. Yeah, I never thought... With Steve now defeated and Isabela in the wind, I go ahead and give some time to dedicate and shout out Steve's employee picture of his first day versus how he looks now, before receiving the lover's call at 7 a.m. This job stressed him out or what, but my dude had a full set of fucking hair. Wait, oh wait, that's the Tanya. That's the 7 a.m. call, that's the lover's call. And then Hatchet Man at 8 a.m. Ross and Tanya from the Lover's Call are absolutely needed for the achievement. With the Lover's Call being over next door in Wonderland Plaza, I go ahead and grab the medkit needed for Brad and head on over to Ross and Tanya. After some talking with Ross and Tanya, Ross will ask for a gun. Do not, under any circumstance, give Ross the gun. It doesn't end well for him. In the middle of trying to bring Ross and Tanya back to the safe room, we get the Hatchet Man scoop call at 8 a.m. But we're too busy dealing with Ross and Tanya, so we decide to take them to the safe room before dealing with the Hatchet Man scoops. Oh god. Alright, there is Hatchet Man. Oh, God. With Ross and Tanya now saved, we take a save ourselves before heading out to deal with the Hatchet Man scoop. The survivors that are associated with the Hatchet Man scoop are also needed for the achievement. So we head out towards the Hatchet Man scoop, and while we're heading over there, we get our next call. Alright. That's the coward. Alright, coward is there. So we don't have to worry about that. So that was the coward scoop call that we got from Otis. But Gordon isn't required for the achievement, so we're going to focus on the Hatchet Man survivors, as they are needed for the achievement. We're quickly going to get dispatch of Cliff here, get the key, and then go round up those survivors in the little side room. When you first get the coward scoop at 9 a.m., you not only get the scoop for Gordon, but if you're not in Paradise Plaza, 2 survivors, Heather and Pamela, spawn there. Heather and Pamela are absolutely needed for the achievement, so when we run into them on our way back, we save them from their zombie pit and escort them back to the safe room. Chef's kiss. Now, with all those survivors just saved, we should have just taken a save and then waited for the next call in the warehouse. However, in my mind, Gordon was right next to us over in Alfresco Plaza, so I risk it and go and try and rescue him and bring him back before the next call. But we get 2 calls back to back at 11 a.m. while we're trying to go grab Gordon. Alright, Gordon, let's fucking go. Unfortunately, I think we need him. Oh, there's Ronald. Yeah, restaurant man. Again, I have to state, Gordon is not needed for the achievement. You can just wait out in the warehouse or wait out in Paradise Plaza for the next call. It's so much of a better use of your time and less stressful. But again, I go ahead and save survivors that are not needed regardless. After going out and grabbing Gordon and returning back just in time for the next story mission, we go ahead and head out to go save Ronald from the restaurant man's scoop call. Ronald is absolutely needed for the achievement because he himself is the reason for a call later on. Something else to note before going to save Ronald is to make sure that you have an extra piece of food in your inventory that you're willing to give Ronald. It can be literally anything that's edible. I find myself giving him OJ time and time again because that's just the item that I have in my inventory that I'm willing to part with. But yeah, on our way to save Ronald, we get our next scoop call. Alright, there's Above the Law. I gotta be sure to fucking grab Above the Law as soon as possible. None of the survivors from the Above the Law scoop call are actually needed for the achievement, so I go ahead and focus on delivering Ronald to the safe house so he can start a mutiny later, and then after delivering Ronald, I go ahead and grab the Above the Law survivors regardless. The only thing in this one that's a little bit different though is Sally and Nick spawn at 1 p.m. in Wonderland Plaza. I ignore them and decide to go ahead and go back to the safe room to deliver all these survivors. which is when I forget that the cultist and the survivor Jennifer show up at 1 p.m. as well. So we have to go save her. Disclaimer, none of the survivors here are needed for the achievement. None of the survivors from Above the Law Scoop are needed. Jennifer, that was held by the cultists, are not needed. Sally and Nick are not needed. None of these survivors are needed for the achievement. I just go ahead and save them for my own sake. Alright, we probably actually didn't have to save those fuckers, but we did anyways. It is nearing 3, so let's see. After saving all the survivors, we still got some time before the next call, so we go ahead and wait in the warehouse for the next call, and as soon as we get it, we head on back to the safe room to initiate the next story mission. Save every single fucking body. Yeah, I think it would be a worthy addition there. The next mission is already underway. After we see the cutscene play, we're now tasked with heading over back to Sean's food and stuff. So we quickly make our way over there, take out Isabela, have some cutscenes play out. And then as we're heading back to the warehouse, we see Nick and Sally. I decide to save Nick and Sally because I ditched them earlier. So after getting them to join our party, we decide to head back to the safe room as soon as possible before the next couple of calls come in. Now, here at 5 p.m., we have 3 scoop calls back to back. We have Antique Lover, Mark of the Sniper, and the woman who didn't make it. It's okay if they don't actually appear in this order. I feel like sometimes they may be a little bit random. But I do advise of finding a nice safe place to take all these calls, just to avoid the hassle of having Otis call you back time and time again. Wait for those scoops. Yeah, holy shit. It's already fucking 5. Alright, Floyd. Here, they just keep coming. The woman who didn't make it. The cultist slowly approaching me. And let's wait for Mark of the Sniper. And then we got Ronald's at 6, so hopefully we'll be fine. Now, out of all these calls, there are only a few survivors that are actually needed for this one, An antique lover, Floyd is absolutely necessary for the achievement. In Mark of the Sniper, Wayne is not needed. In The Woman Who Didn't Make It, both Jolie and Rachel are needed. However, I just go ahead and save all those survivors from these new scoop calls because they're right next to the safe house, so why not? On my way back to delivering all these new survivors back to the safe house, we get the next scoop call. Maybe giving that chainsaw to Wayne was a mistake. Ah, there it is. What time is it? Much like the first encounter with Ronald, we're going to need a piece of food to give him to avert the mutiny. So if you see this Ronald call, be sure to check your inventory for spare food to give him. If you don't have any, you can go ahead and try your luck with the cardboard boxes in the warehouse. If not, go out to Paradise Plaza and grab some OJ for him. Much like the first time, I simply give Ronald a nice bottle of OJ to go ahead and stop him and his mutiny ideas. That's food, right? Alright, Ronald is happy. Mutiny averted. Now with the mutiny averted, we take a nice save, and we have a lot of time before our next call. Our next calls are scheduled for midnight. We have a strange group scoop call, and then Otis reminding us to meet with Isabela for the next story mission. So we go ahead and take the time to restock on our inventory. We get more food items, we get a new chainsaw, and then eventually we settle down in Leisure Park for a while we wait the next calls. Here, so I think we should be fine. Alright, there's the midnight call. Right on time. Much like the other calls that we had back to back, it's probably best if you have a safe and easy spot to answer these calls in, and just answer them both back to back before you enter into the North Plaza. I did not do this, and I had a call show up a little later than anticipated, which caused me to panic. So save yourself the panic and just answer those two calls back to back in your safe place outside. Outside of the room where you first save Isabela will be a survivor with a shotgun named Kindell. Both are very important to the achievement and the story, so be sure to grab Kindell, talk to him for a bit, have him join your party, and escort him back to the safe house as soon as you can. Oh no. Okay, I think that's it. Oh my god, that worried me. I was like, wait, what? We did get the call then after we saved. Oh, thank god, Otis. With Isabel and Kindell now safe at the safe house, we take a quick save and then head towards a strange group scoop call. Out of all the survivors in that call, Cheryl's the only one that is necessary for the achievement. But, like before, I try my best to save everyone in that group. While we're out rescuing that group, we actually get 2 calls, sort of back to back. At 2 a.m., we get Floyd the Sommelier, and then at 3 a.m., we get a call from Otis telling us that Isabel is now awake. Blade of Destiny.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, no, wrong guy.
I understand.
Alright, we're good.
Okay, over there. Bitch.
There it is, Floyd the Sommelier. Alright, which means it's 2 a.m. We've got about an hour to get these guys back safely.
Hey!
Whoops. Something to note about the Floyd the Sommelier request is that he requests for a bottle of wine. If you don't have a bottle of wine by the time you return to the safe house when you receive this request, it's totally fine. You can always come back and do the request later. Just don't worry about it too much. If you are pressed for it, you can head over to the food court really quickly and grab a bottle before you come back. There it is. No! Alright, that can't happen a second time, otherwise I'm boned.
Over there.
Take the call, take the call, take the call. Oh, I gotta get away from the worms! No, you guys, this is so horrible. Alright, they're fine. The worms are fine. They can get attacked by worms. No biggie. Beth is on her deathbed. Despite having trouble saving the new group of survivors and having to answer calls back to back while escorting them, we're able to answer all the calls and deliver the survivors to the safe room. After which we deliver the survivors, we have some story cutscenes, and we fulfill the Floyd the Sommelier requests. Then, we take a well-needed save and head out back into the world. Back when we got the call from Otis telling us that Isabel is now awake at 3 a.m., we actually had a few secret survivors spawn throughout the map. One of them being Gil. He is in the food court at 3 a.m. He is not required for the run, but we have time to kill, so I go ahead and try to save him anyways. While we're in the middle of saving Gil's bacon, we get our next call. But I don't want to, like, have a clusterfuck in there, so we're gonna do it one at a time. Alright, there you go. The long-haired punk scoop has a couple of survivors in it. It has Mindy, Debbie, and Paul. However, Paul is the only one necessary for the achievement, but you'd already know the drill by now. I'm gonna go ahead and save all of them. This next clip has nothing really to do with the achievement, but again, like last time, I decided to leave it in because I actually have never seen this before. I have no idea what's happening, and I have no idea what triggers this. Alright, we're fine.
Okay. No
Just leave
way.
it to me.
No way.
Those PS5 graphics for the PS5 I don't have. Sad. Ooh. Are they?
Just leave it to me.
Not in a million years.
She trying to kick? What the fuck? Why are they fighting?
Just leave it to me.
You got it.
I don't know why she's picking on him. What's going on? Hold on. Do I have to break this up? What's going on in here? Right. We'll solve this then.
Really owe you one. Forget it.
Hey, you're so kind.
Serious?
Okay. What? I don't know what the fuck was happening. I've never seen that before. Okay, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm also so protective of Bill. I think that's his name. Hold on. I don't even know his name. Yeah, Bill. I knew his name, of course. I'm so protective of Bill because he's got this insane Gucci model picture from a previous run. I literally will go out of my way to save this man every time I can. But I've never fucking seen them. I've never seen them fight like that. I don't know why she was picking on Bill. I lost my entire train of thought. I can't believe Pamela was picking on fucking Bill. That's so mean. I was just trying to talk about a giant 8-foot Amazonian vampire, and they're fucking having a fight club in the goddamn back room. With the fight club now broken up, I go ahead and head back out into the world to go ahead and rescue a couple of secret survivors. Back at 3 a.m. when Otis called us to tell us Isabel was awake, we had, along with Gil, we had Brett, Jonathan, and Alyssa spawn in the North Plaza in the gun shop as well. Before heading over to these secret survivors, it's a good idea to take a picture of the vent that you come out of from the safe room. Just take a picture of that because they will ask for it later. Again, as a disclaimer, these survivors are not needed for the achievement, but we have time to kill, so I'm going to go ahead and save them anyways. Got a lot of fan art on there. I mean, all of it is great. There's the sick man call, and then the next one is 11 a.m. So we just gotta save everyone between this time. Alright, cool. We can grab Leroy from the A Sick Man scoop is not needed for the achievement, and neither is the secret survivor Susan that spawns pretty close to Leroy, but we have plenty of time to spare, so we're gonna go ahead and save both of them anyways. With Leroy and Susan now safe in the safe house, we go ahead and go back out into the map to waste time before the next call. Alright, that's done. Alright, we should be getting... There we go. From here, we head back into the safe house to go ahead and trigger another mission cutscene. We take a quick save, and then we head back out into the world to wait for another call. As we're heading out to Paradise Plaza, we actually get a call from Isabel. This call doesn't count towards the counter, but I'm going to include it anyways. Say 2021. Oh, we got the phone call. I don't think this one counts because it's Isabela and not Otis. Talking about wanting to do more multiplayer nights, or, you know, yeah, multiplayer nights in general, but specifically playing with viewers. Oh, God. And the way scheduling works out, I think all next... Oh, God, I'm answering my chainsaw. The way... Up next, we have 2 back-to-back calls. So we're going to find a nice, safe place to answer them, not in Paradise Plaza. Only, like, really one person needs to have the game. That's noon. So we got 2 calls right now. But yeah, Jackbox is pretty simple to set up. Only one person needs it, and everyone else just needs to have the stream open or be on a Discord call and have their phone open. So that one's a pretty basic setup too. Oh wait, we have to wait for Simone's call. Whoops. There it is. We need to slowly walk over and not be interrupted. The zombie wants my booty. Alright, Woman in Despair. Kindell's Betrayal. Here we have 2 back-to-back calls. We have Kindell's Betrayal and A Woman in Despair, both taking place at noon. We opt to go and grab Simone as soon as possible because she's needed for the achievement. After Simone has joined our party, we go ahead and take her back to the safe room, and we go ahead and end Kindell's mutiny. Something to note about Kindell's mutiny: before entering the safe room, it's a good idea that you save somewhere else. There is the off chance that the survivors gather around Kindell, making it impossible for you to go ahead and actually interact with him. It's rare, but I thought it almost happened in my run, so it gave me enough fear to go ahead and put out that disclaimer as well. Now that Simone is safe in the safe house and Kindell's mutiny has been averted, we go ahead and go back out into the world to finish a story mission. Like last time, we get another call from Isabel. It doesn't count towards the achievement, but I'm gonna make it important anyways. Last bomb collected. Please let me answer the phone. Oh, it's Isabel. Never mind. Yeah, this could get ruined. I can get interrupted in this call, no biggie. After collecting all the bombs, we go ahead and let a bunch of story cutscenes play out, and then we go ahead and mess around and wait for the next 2 calls. But yeah, timing wise, I think it'll be fine. Alright, there's Otis's call, and we should be getting Paul's presence call too. We'll wait here. I don't want another Carlito situation to happen. There we go. Time flies. Yeah, it does. Here we have 2 calls. One of them being Otis telling us about the next story mission, and the second one is Paul's present request. Paul's present request, all it requires you to do is go up to talk to him and he'll give you a Molotov after some dialogue. After all those requests are said and done, we'll go ahead and escort Isabel to her safe house for a story quest, and then wait for the next call afterwards. And Jesse's discovery turned red. That most recent call was a request called Simone the Gunslinger. As the name implies, Simone is simply asking for a gun. A handgun, in fact. If you're still around the gun shop like I was when I answered this call, you can go ahead and grab a handgun there. Or, if you kept the handgun from Brad earlier, you can use that as well. Or, you can check around Paradise Plaza, or even Alfresco Plaza, for one of the cop zombies who may be holding a gun as well. After we've let the story cutscene play and possibly fulfilled Simone's request, we head out to the warehouse to wait for the last and final call. I think, oh my god. I think the mannequin arm is more durable. Alright, this should be the last quest. There it is! Oh my god. Follow down to the T Transmissionary. The guide effectively ends there. It's really up to you on what you want to do next. I guess the only real thing to do is get an ending so you can go ahead and unlock the jacket that Otis and Craig wear so you can have it in future runs, because that's an unlockable tied with this achievement. But it's really up to you if you want to go ahead and do that. You can totally just end the run here and forget about this playthrough if you want to as well. Just take the achievement and run. But if you did get this far and did get the achievement, I just want to go ahead and congratulate you. Hell, even congratulate you if you're looking at this guide and looking to get the achievement. I feel like this achievement, from what I understand in the community, is a pretty daunting task, but the first step to go ahead and getting this achievement is just researching it. So, congratulations, you've made that step, and if you've already followed the guide all the way through, congrats on getting your achievement. And thank you again for following on this journey. I kind of just wanted to make this video to showcase that we can field test this guide. Me, someone who made so many altercations and chose to do things differently, I just felt like we could just showcase that this guide really works. Again, a huge shout out to Navander for compiling this guide and making things so much more easier. A link to the guide and a link to Navander's Discord will be included in both the description of the video and in the pinned comment down in the comment section below. I hope that helped at least one of you guys getting this achievement, and if you're just watching these guide videos just to watch them, I hope you got a laugh out of the journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.